Welcome back to my beloved Thailand. There is a quiet rhythm to traveling by local train through rural Thailand. I have always loved boarding without a rigid itinerary. Simply letting my intuition choose the next station, stepping onto the platform and exploring whatever lies ahead. To me, this form of open-ended wandering is the true essence of travel. However, spontaneity does not always lead to charm town squares. This time, when the train ground to a halt and I stepped off, I was greeted by a quiet, desolate rural outpost. There were no tourist centers, no welcoming rows of shops. Just an empty station under a blazing midday sun. I quickly searched my phone for nearby accommodations and managed to book a modest, worn-down hotel near the local bus terminal. Stepping out of the small station, there were no taxis in sight. Only a handful of tuk-tuk drivers were lounging idly in the shade, lazily passing the time. There was no touting, no competition, and not a single voice trying to catch my attention. Fortunately, the hotel owner was very kind to me. What caught me off guard, however, was the complete absence of ride-hailing services. Opening my Grab app, the map showed no available taxis anywhere nearby. With no other visible options, I decided to explore strictly within walking distance. But that plan quickly fell apart. Walking through a rural Thailand under the unforgiving midday sun was closer to torture. The heat radiated up the asphalte, making even a short stroll exhausting. Hoping that a passing car might register on the network, I sat at an outdoor table in front of the hotel and kept refreshing the app. Still, the screen remained blank. Accepting defeat, I headed back up to my room, resigned to staying inside until the cooler evening hours. About 30 minutes later, a notification chime echoed through the quiet room. To my surprise, a driver had accepted the booking. Glancing down at the driver detail on the screen, I noticed the driver was a woman.
Fresh market.
Traveling through rural provinces rather than Bangkok. One noticeable pattern has been the high proportion of female ride-hailing drivers.
Bye bye. พรุ่งนี้
It made me reflect on the underlying socio-economic shift taking place across the Thai countryside.
โอ้สวัสดีครับโอ้
In rural areas where former industrial jobs are scarce and male underemployment remains a persistent issue, the burden of sustaining the household increasingly falls onto the shoulders of women.
쇼츠 각인데 씨.
Faced with the responsibility of providing for multi-generational families, more local women are stepping into informal and flexible gig economy roles
빠랑해 지금.
that were traditionally dominated by men. Driving a Grab car is not just a side hustle here. It is a practical lifeline, a way to adapt to economic pressures and maintain family resilience in an agrarian economy undergoing structural change.
몇 달 동안 그게 지금
Anyway, moments later, a compact Japanese car pulled up to the front entrance of the hotel.
사리캅 여기 여기 뒤에 앉아 or here.
Her initial greeting was noticeably blunt and reserved, carrying an air of cautious distance.
스커트 NDT 다이로자.
ฮะ
아우
นอนหลับสบายดีไหม
สบายดี
โอ้
My Grab taxi driver you are.
The silence inside the cabin felt slightly heavy.
ไปคาเฟ่ใช่ไหม
ไปคาเฟ่
So I decided to break the ice with a light-hearted compliment.
สวยมั้ย
โอ้ no no no
สวย
ไอไม่สวย
훈디 나라.
She immediately waved her hand, dismissively with a modest, "Oh, stop joking."
왔니?
ร้อนมาก
Yet, looking closely, the subtle upward curve at the corner of her lips gave her away. She shifted into gear and we set up toward my destination. A quiet cafe roughly 6 kilometers away on the outskirts of town. However, as the car cruised down the narrow rural road, a sudden wave of reality hit me. Wait, how am I supposed to get back to the hotel later?
Come on.
It had taken a miracle just to call a single taxi out of this small town.
I making Leo.
The cafe we were heading toward was even deeper into the countryside. Looking out the window, the sky was deep, brilliant blue. And the midday sun beat down even more intensely.
Sky is beautiful.
Walking 6 kilometers back in this sweltering heat would be a disaster.
Pond.
I gathered my courage and made a cautious, polite proposal. If it's okay with you, I'd love to buy you some drinks and lunch at the cafe. Would you be willing to wait and drive me back to the hotel afterward? She gave me a slightly pouting, reluctant look for a brief second, as if calculating the unexpected detour in her day. Then, seeing the genuine desperation in my eyes, she gave a firm nod and accepted my humble offer.
Okay.
In a quiet town like this, the cafe seemed to be a well-known local oasis. Judging by how naturally she walked in, she had clearly visited many times before. Smoothly taking the lead and guiding me toward the good seating area.
Color. It's so blue.
The midday sun was beating down mercilessly, hitting the air to a shimmer.
Water. Nam.
น้
To shield her face from the harsh UV rays, she pulled out a lightweight muffler and wrapped it securely around her head.
너네 뜨겁다.
Watching her walk ahead, with the fabric shielding her face,
ำวันอีท
Mayhew.
ไม่หิว
a wave of guilt washed over me for dragging her out into this heat for my own convenience. Still, stranded miles away from town without any other ride,
กินได้
กินได้
กินได้ได้
this compromise was my only real option.
เปิดค่ะ
She sat down with the same blunt, slightly aloof expression on her face. She looked like someone begrudgingly fulfilling a customer's burdensome request. Looking a little closer, however, a different picture began to emerge. Her eyes quietly took in the calm water of the pond and the leafy green trees swaying gently in the breeze. Despite her stoic exterior, it felt like she was also quietly savoring this rare, unexpected afternoon outing.